Atlantis. Myth or reality? The greatest lost civilization mystery for thousands of years, the legend of Atlantis has captivated historians, explorers, and conspiracy theorists alike. Was it a real place, a thriving, advanced civilization wiped off the face of the earth? Or was it simply a philosophical metaphor invented by the Greek philosopher Plato? Let's dive deep into the origins, theories, and possible evidence surrounding one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Scroll the origin of the Atlantis legend. The first and only ancient source that mentions Atlantis comes from Plato, circa 427 to 347 BC, a Greek philosopher. He wrote about Atlantis in two of his dialogues. 1. Timaeus. 2. Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a powerful and technologically advanced empire, located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, modern-day Strait of Gibraltar. He described it as an island larger than Libya and Asia combined, with immense wealth, grand palaces, and incredible engineering. However, Atlantis supposedly became corrupt, arrogant, and greedy. As a result, the gods decided to punish it. In a single day and night, Atlantis was destroyed by earthquakes and floods, sinking into the ocean around 9,000 years before Plato's time, approximately 11,600 years ago. This raises the biggest question. Right finger, was Plato describing a real event, or was it just an allegory about the dangers of arrogance and greed? Magnifying glass top theories about Atlantis. Over the centuries, countless theories have emerged. Some claim it was real but misunderstood, while others argue it was pure fiction. Keycap 1. Atlantis was based on a real ancient civilization. Some historians believe that Plato's Atlantis could have been inspired by real places. Checkmark. The Minoan civilization, Santorini, Greece. One of the most widely accepted theories links Atlantis to the Minoans, a Bronze Age civilization that thrived on the island of Crete. 3000–1100 BC. The Minoans had advanced architecture, writing, and naval power. Around 1600 BC, the volcanic eruption of Thera, Santorini, caused tsunamis and may have destroyed Minoan cities, possibly inspiring Plato's story. Checkmark. Tartessos, Spain, an ancient, wealthy civilization located in southern Spain, 1200 BC, that mysteriously disappeared. Some researchers believe Tartessos could have been Atlantis or a source for the myth. Checkmark. The Black Sea flood theory. Some scholars suggest that a massive flood around 5600 BC, which expanded the Black Sea, could have inspired flood myths, including Atlantis. Keycap 2. Atlantis was a prehistoric lost civilization. Some alternative theories suggest Atlantis was an advanced prehistoric civilization that existed before known history. These ideas often involve a lost high-tech civilization. Some believe Atlantis was a technologically advanced society, with knowledge of electricity, flying machines, and even genetic engineering. Amphora. Links to ancient Egypt. Plato wrote that Egyptian priests spoke about Atlantis. Some believe that the Great Sphinx of Giza is much older than currently believed and that it could be linked to an advanced lost civilization. Flying saucer. Ancient aliens theory. A popular fringe theory suggests that Atlantis was an extraterrestrial colony or had contact with advanced beings. Keycap 3. Atlantis was purely a myth. Many scholars and historians argue that Plato invented Atlantis to illustrate his philosophical ideas about politics and morality. They point out, open book, no other ancient source mentions Atlantis. Plato is the only historical reference. Balance scale. A political warning. Plato used Atlantis to show what happens when a great civilization becomes corrupt and arrogant, much like Athens or Sparta at the time. Wave. No solid archaeological evidence. Despite many claims, no one has proven Atlantis existed. Classical building attempts to find Atlantis. Microscope. Modern searches for Atlantis. Even though Atlantis has never been found, explorers and researchers have tried to locate it. Round pushpin. Santorini, Greece. Many believe the remains of the Minoan civilization, buried under volcanic ash, fit Plato's description. Round pushpin. The Bahamas. Bimini Road. Underwater structures near Bimini Island, Caribbean, resemble roads or walls, leading some to believe they could be part of Atlantis. Round pushpin. The Atlantic Ocean. Some think Atlantis is located deep in the Atlantic, possibly near the Azores Islands, Portugal. Round pushpin Antarctica. A theory suggests that Atlantis was actually an advanced civilization in Antarctica before it was covered in ice. So, was Atlantis real or not? Small diamond possible truths. 1. It could be based on real disasters, like the Minoan eruption. 2. It could have been a real city that was later exaggerated in legend. 3. It might have never existed at all, just a warning story from Plato. Despite centuries of speculation, no definitive proof of Atlantis has been found. But one thing is certain: the legend continues to inspire explorers, historians, and dreamers. Will we ever find Atlantis? Wave classical building. What do you think? Was Atlantis real or just a myth? Could an ancient advanced civilization have disappeared without a trace? Comment below and share your theories. Globe